Have you ever looked at your left palm and felt that something there was meant just for you? A rare symbol, a spiritual mark, 1 in a million. And if you have it, everything you've ever felt might finally make sense. Have you ever felt like you're watching the world through a slightly different lens, as if you're listening to a silent frequency that others can't quite hear? Maybe you've narrowly avoided a crisis and walked away with the unshakable feeling that an unseen hand guided you to safety, a force that defied all logic. Perhaps you've carried a quiet certainty your entire life that your path, with all its twists, turns, and even its deepest sorrows, was never just a series of random events but a tapestry woven with profound purpose. You might not have found the words to describe it, but a part of you has always suspected you were set apart for something more. Welcome to Mindful Sphere. In this journey together, we won't be discussing destiny as a far-off concept or spirituality as mere theory. We are about to explore something tangible, a physical sign that might be hiding in plain sight, etched upon your left hand. Ancient wisdom and esoteric tradition suggest that only 1 in a million souls carries this specific mark. This isn't folklore. This is a thread woven through centuries of spiritual observation and documented wisdom. By the end of this video, you will not only know what this sign is, but also understand why its presence in your life could be the very confirmation you've been seeking. If this speaks to something deep inside you, subscribe now and ring the notification bell. You're not here by accident. Our community is a sanctuary for souls like yours. Now let's begin this incredible exploration, the crucible of the awakened soul. There's a fascinating and consistent pattern observed in the lives of those who later awaken to a greater spiritual calling. Their early lives are often a crucible of challenges, unexplained illnesses, near-death experiences, profound emotional trials, and a persistent, aching sense of not quite fitting in. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung might interpret this through the archetype of the wounded healer, the idea that one must first navigate the deepest darkness to be able to guide others toward the light. However, in many ancient wisdom traditions, from Eastern mysticism to esoteric European philosophies, these hardships are viewed as more than just psychological hurdles. They are considered spiritual initiations, proof that the soul is being tempered and prepared long before the conscious mind grasps the reason why. These are not random punishments. They are a form of spiritual pressure designed to forge an unbreakable character and unlock dormant gifts. And when we begin to connect these life experiences to physical markers, an even more profound truth begins to surface. The hand as a living blueprint. Throughout human history, the hand has been revered as a living blueprint of our inner world. The art of palmistry or chiromancy is a practice stretching back over 3,000 years, with deep roots in ancient India, China, and Greece. Even the great philosopher Aristotle documented the hand's importance in comprehending our true nature. While modern science approaches traditional palm reading with skepticism, it has uncovered some astonishing correlations. Peer-reviewed studies in journals like Personality and Individual Differences have linked finger-length ratios, palm creases, and other features to hormonal profiles, emotional predispositions, and even behavioral patterns. So when ancient traditions speak of certain lines signifying immense spiritual potential, it's not baseless superstition. It's an intuitive understanding of the body's language, a language that modern science is only now beginning to decipher. And among all the lines, mounts, and symbols on the palm, one specific formation stands alone. A symbol so rare it is said to grace the hands of only the most spiritually significant individuals. But before we unveil the sign itself, the one hidden on the left hand of the chosen, take just a moment. If this exploration is resonating with your own story, If it's stirring something deep within you, consider sharing it with someone who might also be seeking these answers. And if you wish to support our mission of creating mindful, soul-nourishing content, you can use the thanks button below. Your energy and support help us reach the souls who are ready to awaken. Now, let's reveal the truth, the revelation, the mystic cross. Look closely at the center of your left palm in the space between the line of your head, your logic, and the line of your heart, your emotion. There, often faint and easily overlooked, lies a sign of immense power. It is known as the mystic cross. This is not a metaphor. It is a literal small cross shape, an X formed by the intersection of fine, independent lines. It most powerfully appears on the left hand, the hand universally associated with our intuition, our soul's contract, and the whispers of our inner guide. Referenced in foundational texts of palmistry like Cheiro's Language of the Hand from 1894, the mystic cross is said to manifest on individuals with a profound spiritual destiny. If you have this mark, you are likely born with extraordinary intuition. You felt it. You just didn't know what it meant until now. You are likely naturally resistant to deception and illusion, even from a young age. Your life may be filled with vivid prophetic dreams and a persistent pull toward a higher purpose. Its location is deeply symbolic. It forms a bridge between the headline and the heartline. This signifies a rare ability to harmonize logic with love, intellect with intuition. In essence, carriers of this mark are destined to be integrators, not just thinkers or feelers, but bridges who can guide others through confusion with wisdom and compassion. Experienced palmists agree that this mark is exceptionally rare. While a small fraction of people may have a cross-like formation, a true, clear, mystic cross on the left, intuitive hand is the mark of a soul chosen by design, the signature of a soul contract. Across countless spiritual paths, the concept of a chosen soul reappears under different names: the bodhisattvas, the lightworkers, the initiates. The mystic cross acts as a physical fingerprint of this identity, a quiet but potent confirmation that the fires you have walked through were not meant to destroy you but to purify you. In Vedic philosophy, it's understood that certain souls arrive with a specific dharma, a cosmic duty to fulfill. In the mystical tradition of Kabbalah, it speaks to the sacred task of tikkun olam, the spiritual mission to mend and elevate the world. In Christian mysticism, it echoes the Gnostic idea of souls that are set apart for a divine purpose. The mystic cross, then, is far more than a crease in your skin. It is a seal. It is a promise, a reminder that no matter how dark the night has been, your journey was always under divine protection. It means that your destiny, while perhaps delayed or obscured, was never, ever denied. If you carry this cross, you haven't just been surviving. You have been in training. Every setback, every hardship, every inexplicable coincidence that kept you going, they were all part of the same truth. You were never alone. You were marked for this awakening, from awareness to embodiment. So what happens now? If you've just looked at your hand and found the mystic cross, or even if this message resonates with your soul on the deepest level, you have arrived at a pivotal moment. Awareness is the first spark. But true fulfillment comes from living in alignment with your purpose. This is not about spiritual ego or superstition. It is about spiritual responsibility. The mystic cross is not an award. It's an assignment. It does not promise a life free of challenges, but it confirms that your presence on this earth at this exact time is no accident. The activation. You've likely already felt the signs. You can sense the energetic shift in a room. You often know people's true intentions before they even speak. You have endured what would have broken others, and yet you continue to rise. You may have felt like you were in a holding pattern hidden in the shadows, but now, time is aligning with your purpose. That cross on your hand is your permanent reminder that your life is woven into something magnificent. And now that you know, there is only one question left. What will you do with the truth that has been revealed to you today? If this message has found its way to your heart, let our community know you are here. Comment below and share your story, especially if you found the mystic cross on your left hand. Subscribe to Mindful Sphere and activate notifications because your soul's journey is sacred and we are here to walk it with you. Your true work is only just beginning.